Hey, my brothers and sisters, I'm glad that you're here today. I want you to make sure you take this time to click below and subscribe to my channel. Today, I want to talk about things that upset friendships. There are many of us that have friendships, and many times we don't set up for the times when friendships go in opposite directions. Things that upset friendship is one, distrust. You could be friends for a lifetime. You could be friends since childhood, but the very moment that you do not believe that your friend no longer believes in your destiny, your promise, or your future, it creates a rift, or it creates a separation between you and your friend. One of the things that is amazing about this separation is that we never planned for it. We never expect it to happen. I want you to know that when your friendship enters a place where it seems like you're going opposite directions, the way that you salvage your friendship is by being honest with yourself and being honest with your friend. Sometimes this is possible, sometimes it is not possible. But the way that you move beyond that is just being honest with yourself. And as you're moving towards your purpose and your destiny, you must know that friendships, they can last through turbulent times. So you don't have to try to manage or micromanage your friendship. Just understand that if you all are really friends with each other, that it will last the test of time. Second thing that needs to happen when you're going in opposite directions is that number two is that you should be able to now manage or put some intent behind managing or maintaining your friendship. The way that you maintain this friendship is that now you must be intentional about the time that you spend with each other. And when you're spending that time with each other, you cannot afford to try to reminisce over what happened or when did it happen or who hurt who. You must take that time and learn how to move your friendships forward. Moving forward friendships will require you to just be intentional about the things that you enjoy with each other and grow from that place and develop friendships that last through the test of time. The third thing that I want to tell you that will be important in this move forward with friendship is being honest. That you make sure that you don't allow, that you do not allow third parties to disrupt the friendship that you have. Sometimes friendships are destroyed because people don't like the introduction of new people. So because of insecurities will create questions. It will create some level of inferiority, and when you are dealing with that type of inferiority, it also creates competition. Your friendship should not be a friendship that has competition. My brothers and sisters, when you're friends, you got to be able to understand that friendship that you have with someone else is a friendship that has been granted to you because you thought of the person's personality. But there are too many people that are gathering friends because only they're trying to find their next leg up, or they're trying to find their next step up. Well, you cannot afford to have friendships that's solely based on business orientation or economic increasement. You got to have friends that can be a part of your life, whether you're down, whether you're in the middle, whether you're on the top. Why? Because real friendships is not about what you have. Friendships are about who you are. My brothers and sisters, the best thing that I can tell you today about good friendships is that when you come into contact with a good friendship, is that you got to fight to keep it. Now, you watch this. When you're fighting to keep your friendship, it does not mean that you must spend every waking moment catering to your friend. When you are fighting to keep your friendship, it does not mean that you got to spend every second of your day catering to your friend. When you're trying to save your friendship, the thing that you got to be willing to do is that you got to be willing to say, you know what, I miss you. I'm ready to see you. You got to have some engagement through conversation to let that person know that they've been on your mind. That is your responsibility. The Bible says, he that hath friends, let him be friendly to other people. It's not that you're trying to gain other friends, but But you got to be willing enough to say, you know what? I love you as a person and I'm willing to stay connected. But when we're connected, I got to let you know that there are some things that are in my preview, and my leisure time is no longer leisure. So I'm a little focused right now, but don't take my focus and allow that to be offensive, because now is the time for me to drive towards my purpose. It is necessary, my brothers and sisters, for you to focus on where you're trying to go. Because if you try to assess your friendships and assume that all of your friends should walk where you're walking, go through the same doors that you're going through, then what you do, my brothers and sisters, you end up shortchanging your friends from becoming who they are. The beauty about friendships is that you could be an individual, do not have to have the same desires, neither do you have to have the same skill set as your friend. What you must be willing to do is support your friend in their ambitions, and vice versa. Your friend should be able to support you in your ambitions. My brother and sister, the only time that you need to change friendships is when you and your friend cannot see eye to eye. Why? Because, my brothers and sisters, when it's time for you to grow in friendship, you got to realize you cannot grow in friendship with someone that does not want to agree with you. Come on. The Bible says, he says that how can two walk together lest there be agreement? You must know that it is necessary for you to, at least if you're going to grow your friendship, there got to be some level of agreement. And when there's agreement, my brothers and sisters, you got to realize that your friendship, it will last through the test of time. Why? Because your friends are not looking at their level of importance based on the doors that you walk through. Your friends are looking at their level of importance based on the level of communication, interaction, and presence that you have in their life. That's some of the complications that come on with friendships. There are too many people. They increase in job, they increase in money, they increase in possession, and then they change all of their friends. And then you must know that just because you have increase, everybody that walked out of your life was not destined to walk out of your life. Some of those friends you got to go back to and say, I'm sorry. And then watch this. You got to know that some people were important to you, and the same thing is required for them, that they got to know that you was important for them. And when you realize that this person is important to me, that person is important to me, do you know what you'll end up doing? You will end up fighting for friendships that matter and mean the most. Don't be the type of person that just allow friends to just walk out of your life. Be this type of person that when you're moving in your destiny, that you are allowing yourself to grow. You're allowing yourself to develop. Why? Because it is important for you to have good people in your life. So the one thing that you need to do today is check in on your friends and at least tell your friends, like, look, I love you. I know we're friends. We'll be friends for life. But in this season right now, what's necessary for me is for me to focus on what is going to put me at my next dimension. That's what you need to tell your friend. Because when you become honest about your destiny, honest about your purpose, honest about where you're going, then guess what? Your friends will start to respect the decisions and choices that you make for your purpose. Do not expect your friends to respect your choices and decisions when they have not made choices and decisions over their own life. You got to make a decision for yours. And when you do that, you'll start changing the game for others.